Hello and welcome. My name's Emily. Today I have for you a yoga sequence for our Vishuddha chakra, our throat chakra. And just like in the name, we find our throat chakra right here in our throats. And this chakra generally rules our communication and our self-expression. So when this chakra becomes a little bit out of sorts, a bit out of balance, we can often feel a bit isolated. Maybe we struggle with communicating our thoughts and our feelings with friends and family. This chakra can also bring up some physical symptoms such as hormone imbalances, or maybe even we struggle with a bit of anxiety when this chakra becomes a bit unbalanced. So today we're going to work on some asanas just to help bring a bit of balance back to our throat chakra. And just before we get started, just a couple of things to note to carry with us through this little video with us today. We associate a light blue color with our throat chakra. We can use this as a little visualization technique during this short video. As we move through some of the asanas, we can always visualize this nice light blue glow in our neck area. We can also work on a particular type of breath as we move through some of these asanas. And we'll practice our Ujjayi breath, our ocean breath. And that basically just means we restrict the muscles of the throat, our glottis, and it creates this nice warming, soothing breath in the body. And to practice this, we can simply inhale slowly, deeply through the nose. And as you exhale, restricting the throat and breathing into the throat, almost like we are fogging up a window or a mirror with our breath, but we have the mouth closed here. So we'll take a deep breath in, inhale, exhale, restrict the throat. So maybe you can hear that. You can make that really nice and loud for yourself to hear, as you can use that as a tool to focus on during this little sequence today. Otherwise, you can try and practice to quieten it down a little bit. But I suggest making your Ujjayi breath quite nice and loud today as a way to connect and bring some balance to that throat chakra. We can bring that breath right here to the chakra. So let's get started. We can find our way into our tabletop position, and we can bring our little visualization tool. We can imagine our little blue glow in the throat, and we'll move through some rounds of cat-cows. So on our inhale, we can draw the belly down, lift the chest and chin up. As we exhale, pull the belly in, round the spine, and bring your chin to the chest. Inhale, belly draws down, lift the chest and chin up. Exhaling, rounding. Flowing with your Ujjayi breath. Inhale. Exhale, round. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhaling, round. Inhale. Come back to your neutral tabletop. And then we can just find our way to sit. Bring the legs round in front. And we can just help ourselves come down to lying on our backs. So we can have the knees bent here, so the soles of the feet are on the mat and they're about hip width apart. We have some space between the feet. Tuck the shoulders under and plant the palms and feet into the mat. Gently press the lower back into your mat as well here. On your inhale, slowly roll up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming up into our bridge pose. And again, nice deep breaths using our Ujjayi breath. Don't worry if you don't feel like you haven't quite got the knack of the breath yet, and that's okay. Just keep practicing, keep breathing into the throat. One more breath here. And then slowly rolling down the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. We can just give the knees into the chest, give yourself a little bit of a hug here. Maybe a quick rock from side to side, just to massage the back a little bit. And then we'll bring ourselves into a shoulder stand, so a nice little inversion here. If you are familiar with a shoulder stand, you're more than welcome to go ahead and get yourself into the asana. Otherwise, if you're not quite familiar, you can follow along with me. So we'll bring ourselves back to our bridge pose, and we can shimmy the hips side to side so we can bring the hands underneath the lower back, just underneath the sacrum. And we're supporting our hips here. The fingers come to the outside of the hips. And one by one, we'll gently lift one leg up off the mats at a time. Maybe we keep the toes down in our bridge pose. Maybe this is as far as we go today as well. If we can keep going, we'll walk the hands down the back, lengthen the legs up to the sky. Maybe the hands come down to the shoulder blades and resting here in our shoulder stand. Connecting with your Ujjayi breath, you can visualize the light blue color in the throat. Maybe closing the eyes if that feels nice. One more breath. As you exhale, take the feet over the head, coming into our plow pose. Maybe the toes come to hover in the air like so, then that's fine. Maybe we can bring the toes to rest on a block if we have any blocks, or perhaps the toes gently come all the way down to the mat behind. And we can extend the arms down to the mat, coming into our plow pose. Again, connecting with your Ujjayi breath, a deep stretch in the neck here. Listening to the sound of your Ujjayi breath. One more breath. Exhaling gently, bring one knee in towards the chest at a time, and using your core, slowly roll back down onto your back. We can give ourselves a little bit of a hug here, maybe a rock from side to side again. And then lengthening the legs back down to the mat. We'll bring ourselves into a fish pose just to kind of counter that inversion. So with the arms down by the sides of the body, we can kind of tuck the arms under the sides a little bit here, tuck the shoulders under. And as we inhale, we can press into the elbows, lifting up the chest, coming into our fish. We can point the toes, and we can keep the chin in towards the neck here, or maybe we can relax the head down. Keep opening up that chest. And again, Ujjayi breath. We can visualize our light blue color in the throat and listening to the sounds of your breath. One more breath. Exhaling. Bring that chin back into the chest and slowly lower yourself back down onto your back. So we can untuck the arms, bring those knees back into the chest. One last nice hug here. Maybe a little rock side to side again. And then we can just gently roll over onto one of our sides and just bringing yourself back up to sit. And there we have it, our nice little short and sweet yoga sequence for our throat chakra today. I hope you guys enjoyed that little flow. If you did, please like the video, maybe save for later to come back whenever you need. Leave me a little comment below and subscribe to my channel for more free yoga content. Thanks again for joining me today. I'll see you next time. Namaste.